Welcome, Aquarius. This is your weekly focus for October the 1st through to the 7th, 2018. My name is Tilly. I thought a card was going to go there. And this is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Truly. Now let's turn to the cards. Now I'm doing the same format as last week, and I think I can really build on it and make it into this really great reading. So I don't know how yet. So we're just gonna stay with the foundation this week and build on it. For energy this week, we have Mercury squares Pluto earlier in the week, and then the other headline would be Venus going retrograde, right? So our new moon is actually next Monday, so we are in full moon energy for the whole week. So it's not about starting new things or stepping into new projects or really making some really firm, strong decisions on moving forward in some way, of some new experience, of an adventure, it's more of a time to process. It's more of a time to reevaluate. It's more of a time to allow closures in our life, absolutely, and healing into our life. Getting rid of the clutter in our life. The Strength card. Strength card comes out. Everybody's had strong cards this week. Well, you know, you're walking straight and tall this week. You're trustworthy, you're loving, you're supportive, you're... This is a strong week for you to stand tall and proud of who you are, the person you are, the love that you have for another. This could be a stronger self-confidence this week. This could be self-confidence. You're not doubting yourself this week, which is really beautiful when you think that, you know, the new moon is coming and you could do some new moon affirmations where you're not limiting yourself in your dreams and your desires and where you want to go. Now I see these hands behind here in prayer. So meditation, prayer, reflection, new moon affirmations, in where you want to go and who you want to become, and what you want to create and what you want to invent, in where you want your career, in what kind of service do you want to give to the community. The Magician. Now you guys have beautiful cards. Everybody else's so far. There wasn't much magic to be had. Definitely not the Magician, but here he is for you. Yes, new moon affirmations. You put emotion into it, please. You be truthful to yourself about what you truly want to step into, where you want to go. Don't compromise your dream. Feel the energy. Feel the emotion behind reaching that goal, hitting that mark. What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What does it look like? How is your body responding? The Magician says, make a wish, it's yours. But if we don't really put our attention to it, and really give it the time and energy a wish deserves, and we could wish for money and walk out on the sidewalk and there's a coin. Your wish has been granted. So take some time to really think it through. And with the Magician, you don't wish it, you expect it. There's an expectation. And with the Magician, there's also a catch. You have to show that you want it. You have to show that you're committed to it. You have to show you want it so bad that even if the Magician wasn't there to help you, you'd still succeed because you're doing it. You're stepping into that tomorrow. So it's a time to maybe look at how we're being held back from going forward in our dreams, in our goals, in our wishes, and our desires for who we want to become and what we want to step into. And could it be through our own self-sabotage in some way? Through our behaviors, through our habits, that we're actually hindering our own success going forward? So why is that? Why are we subconsciously holding ourselves back from the very thing we want? And perhaps that unfolds where there's some kind of unacknowledged or repressed part of yourself actually holding you back. And if it's not from yourself, then is it your environment? Is it the people that you associate with? Are they like-minded? Is it the people you work with? In detriment, well, we have the Queen of Cups in detriment. So this is self-love, absolutely, but I don't think you give yourself enough with this card in detriment. I think it needs to be top of the list. Understanding your worth, understanding your value, understanding your beauty. Contemplating the beauty that you can have. And that needs to be something conscious. I would almost say, you know, for homework this week, I want you to journal the things that you love about you. The Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands has come up again. We're standing in our truth. We're definitely standing in our truth here. And we want others to buy into what we're saying. If you truly believe it, if you have that belief in yourself that you are deserving of it, or you do bring certain things to the table that need to be recognized, I think this card is really telling you to stand in your truth. Everybody else has had, you know, especially with Mercury squaring Pluto this week, it's really the energy of the universe is pull back on bickering and trying to get your message across to people. But here you're standing in your truth. Now maybe you're not being vocal about it, but there's usually people around you when this card comes out. You look strong. So I see what the last card is. Oh, look at that, the Queen of Wands. He stands strong because, see, this card explains it. Doesn't she look like the judge? She's ready to hear your case. And she's going to think it over long and hard and look at all the facts before she makes a decision. So yeah, it's time to stand in your truth, absolutely. It's time to understand your worth, that you deserve to go forward in the way you want. And this could be definitely work and career. and saying, I bring this to the table, or I could create so much more. In some way you feel like you've been held back, and you're seeing now how you can go forward, but you want to weigh all the evidence. You want to really think about what is the best move forward for you. Is it asking for that raise in pay? Is it starting out on your own business, being independent? What is your wish? What are you asking the magician for? Are you hoping to show your passions or your joy or your creativity or your inventiveness or your spirituality or what you bring to the table to others and being rewarded for it in some way? Knowing your value. That's what the lesson will be for you this week. I mean, meditate, pray, absolutely reflect. But for many of you, the more you can see your own worth, your own value, your own beauty, and that's going to be the trickster here this week for you. I would journal it. You're going to see this very strong, independent, creative side of you wanting to come out and be exposed into the world, and you're going to weigh it out on how the best approach is. And I think that's the most important part for you this week, is by taking all the information, maybe not acting on it, maybe not making that outward stance as much this week, but rather being the judge and jury to your decisions and how it actually can move you into a place of great abundance. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.